Ah, so, da bin ich leider mit ziemlicher Verspätung, aber im Leben läuft's nun mal nicht immer so, wie es sollte. Aber letztendlich, ich habe es ja geschafft, ich bin noch hier, wenn auch jetzt nur circa 2 Stunden, aber ich verspreche euch, die 2 Stunden werden auf jeden Fall bieten. Ich habe das Gameplay ja noch einigermaßen im Kopf, nicht mehr den ganzen Spielweg, aber ein paar Ereignisse und ich verspreche, die nächsten 2 Stunden oder vielleicht sogar mehr werden auf jeden Fall einiges hergeben. Deswegen wir labern hier gar nicht so viel und starten direkt rein, wenn wir eh schon so spät dran sind. Kapitel 6, Wille der Hawkins, gestern der letzte Stand. Wir betreten den Wahnsinn.
Who goes there? That nightmare again. I need a drink.
So, jetzt muss ich doch noch schnell das Fenster zumachen. Gut, dann sollte ich jetzt alle meine Sachen beieinander haben. So, demnach werden wir das Spiel heute wahrscheinlich nicht ganz schaffen. Aber ich habe dann als nächstes vor, wieder vielleicht ein paar Runden Smite zu zocken. Am Freitag, was ist das für ein Datum? Heute ist Dienstag, der 4. bei mir. Mittwoch der 5., Donnerstag der 6., dann ist Freitag der 7. Ist bei mir ein verlängertes Wochenende, also Freitag bis Montag habe ich frei. Und da werde ich dann mal ein bisschen mehr in die Streams gesamt rein investieren, nicht?
You're awake, Mr. Pierce. How do you feel?
Did I sleep long?
The day is only starting. It's fine.
Okay. Das war ja auch ein richtiger Trip.
How's our fugitive? Dr. Fuller hasn't reported your disappearance to the force, but that'll come soon.
Bradley?
Who else would it be?
Mr. Pierce, are you all right? You look like you saw a ghost.
Grüß dich.
There are things I can't explain.
Tell us. What happened?
Ja, okay, also Okkult funktioniert schon mal nicht. Vielleicht habe ich eine Spur mit Bradley sprechen. Fangen wir mal so an.
I heard you talking earlier.
Why am I not surprised?
I get the impression you two don't get along.
Intrusive and not very clever. Anyway, let's get back to the business at hand.
Wir haben gesehen, dass Charles am Leben
What
war.
I'm sure of now is that the Hawkins case isn't just an accident.
And what brings you to that conclusion?
The fact that Charles Hawkins survived the fire.
I don't understand. Mr. Hawkins was buried.
That's what he would have you believe.
I have a hard time believing you.
You were there, Bradley. You even opened fire on him.
I'd remember that.
Why would he fake his own death? Do you think he covered up his wife's murder?
That's possible.
It seems hard to swallow. Don't you have anything more concrete, Pierce?
Bradley, what do you remember?
I don't understand your question.
The night we went into the Hawkins mansion. You don't seem to remember the tunnels and what occurred there.
No memory of going down any tunnel. No, we were in the manor, then,
Then what?
The rest is quite blurry. I don't recall how I came back home.
And then?
I went to visit you at the hospital and called on Marie's help to get you released.
And you don't remember the events of the tunnel?
I don't. Let's talk about something else.
Ah, okay, also der kann sich tatsächlich an nichts erinnern, aber es scheint wirklich passiert zu sein. Okay, mit Bradley haben wir jetzt gesprochen.
Dr. Fuller seems to be leaving a trail of corpses. Not to mention those strange machines, chains, and tools of all kind.
Yes, I've been telling you that Fuller uses his patients as guinea pigs.
What I saw was more akin to torture than medicine.
Do you even hear what you're saying? Dr. Fuller is highly respected.
It's the truth, Ethan, and I'll prove it to you. I'm listening, Mr. Pierce.
Hat Fuller Riverside gegründet.
Given the energy he pours into Riverside, I presume it was Fuller's creation.
His father's, to be correct. He was a surgeon on board the Scylla. He founded the hospital in 1904 with funds from the Hawkins family before he died and his son Thomas Fuller took over.
Two families inextricably linked.
Most island families are that way. Captain Fitzroy's father was also a seaman aboard the Scylla.
Powerful families dominating everything.
Yes, and as you could tell, Dr. Fuller is like some crazed emperor.
He wouldn't be happy if he knew we were snooping around.
I know the risks. I don't fear him. Do you wish to know anything else?
Nee, soweit nicht, danke dir. Ich weiß nicht, ob der Zuschauer jetzt schon hier war. Ich habe es vorhin mal ganz kurz am Anfang erwähnt. Freitag bis Montag ist bei mir frei. Ich weiß nicht, ob es da allen so geht. Und ich werde da ein bisschen mehr an Streamzeit reinpumpen. Heute habe ich leider nicht mehr die Überzeit, so bis 7, Viertel nach 7 ungefähr. Und wenn das Spiel hier vorbei ist, was wir wahrscheinlich heute nicht mehr schaffen, habe ich wieder vor, ein bisschen Smite reinzuzocken. Zwischendurch vielleicht auch mal bei dem Resident Evil weiterzuspielen. Man wird sehen. Aber Smite auf jeden Fall. Was ich erleiden musste.
I have flashbacks. They haunt me.
What did they do to you?
There was that Dr. Fuller and a nurse. Blood everywhere. My legs, the pain, I couldn't bear it. I was screaming. They injected me with something. I woke up at the institute. Bradley was there.
And how you scared us. You seemed demented.
You likely woke up during the anesthesia. No wonder those memories haunt you. What in God's name were they doing to you?
What happened afterwards?
When I woke up the second time, I was in a padded cell. That's where you found me, Doctor. After you released me, I got a good look at what's in store for the patients of the Riverside Institute. Hallucinogenic gas pumped into the cells. An infernal machine. Horrific medical experiments.
Impossible. Dr. Fuller would never do such a thing.
You should believe it, Ethan. What Mr. Pierce saw is precisely what I've been trying to prove. Did you discover anything else?
So, jetzt haben wir hier alles durch.
I met a Francis Sanders. Do you know him?
Of course, he's a patient. Or was. I haven't seen him since Dr. Fuller had him transferred to the basement.
He knew Sarah Hawkins, and that's what killed him.
What? How did he die?
I'm not sure I can explain it.
Tell me how Mr. Sanders died.
Ob uns die glauben oder ob uns das eher unglaubwürdiger macht. Egal.
I didn't see what, but something was there with us.
Of what do you speak?
Sanders said it was Sarah Hawkins' visitor. He spoke of it like a living being.
Sarah Hawkins? Have I missed something here? This makes no sense. I don't see how it can help crack the Hawkins case.
You really think she's involved? How could she have murdered Mr. Sanders?
Francis Sanders mentioned Mrs. Hawkins just before dying. It's no coincidence.
You know, Francis Sanders was a well-known art collector. I guess you can still pay a visit to his wife, Irene Sanders.
An art collector, you say? That's probably how they met.
If you plan on having dinner at the Sanders household, please spare the widow the tale of her late husband's suffering.
I don't agree. She deserves the truth.
But that truth may be biased. We don't know the bottom of it.
Also, ich bin auch ein Mensch der Wahrheit.
He's right. We can't ignore the truth.
But it could drive her mad.
Better madness than ignorance. Very well. I'll go to see Francis's widow. Perhaps I'll find a link between her husband's death and Sarah Hawkins.
Don't end up in the hospital this time.
I'll do my best.
Okay, vielleicht war das jetzt die falsche Entscheidung, aber egal. Da wird wir von Sanders sprechen, okay.
Let us go now and learn the truth about what...
The other night's events are still confused in my head.
Oh, wunderbar für dich. Ah, einfach nur verlassen. Wohnsitz der Sanders.
What can I do for you, sir?
Mrs. Sanders, I'm a private detective. We must talk about your husband and his ties to Sarah Hawkins. Can I come in?
You may. However, before we go any further, please know that my husband died yesterday.
That is precisely what brings me here.
Well, well, look who's here.
Oh.
You know each other.
We met briefly. Time enough to iron out a few matters. The brave detective has a talent for sticking his nose into my business.
I bump into her every time I'm investigating someone's death.
It's a small island, detective. My island. It's better that it's you bumping into me.
You're investigating Francis' death. Why? Who hired you?
I spoke to Francis before he died. His story suggests a link to a case I'm working on.
Well, since this business has got nothing to do with me, I'll be in your husband's office, Irene. We'll carry on later.
Very well, Miss Baker. This way, Mr. Pierce. And do make yourself comfortable. It would seem that you have much to tell me.
Oh,
May
hoffentlich
I
können wir uns noch
inquire as to
umentscheiden.
when you had the opportunity to talk to my husband?
Yesterday, I met him at the hospital. He spoke to me about Sarah Hawkins.
Oh, of course he spoke to you about her. That's all he talked about. Sarah Hawkins and her paintings. Please forgive my tone. The fact is that I have not been allowed to see him since he was interned. You, on the other hand, a perfect stranger, were able to see him and even talk with him the day he died. How was he? Were you present when he had this attack? What happened?
What happened to your husband is terrible, Mrs. Sanders. But from what I saw, it was inevitable. The man I met yesterday had lost his reason. He suffers no longer, if you would allow me such a platitude.
Of course. Thank you for your kind words. Nobody in that hospital would have deigned to speak them to me. However, it will require more than that to soothe my mind. I need to understand. How could this happen? In a reputed institute? And right before your eyes? Did you not do anything to help him?
So ask Fuller, he's the eminent doctor. But I would caution you, you'll find his treatments more terrifying than the illnesses he sets out to cure.
That churl no longer takes the trouble to receive me. He sends his secretary to tell me that I cannot see Francis. Me, his own widow. He must think that I am a terrible wife for having abandoned him in such a way. But I only wanted what was best for him.
I'm not here to condemn you, Mrs. Sanders.
Oh, I'm tired, Mr. Pierce. I would be grateful if you could tell me what you expect of me, and then leave.
May I ask you what Miss Baker is doing here? How do you know her?
My business with Miss Baker is private, Mr. Pierce.
But you do know what kind of business Miss Baker is in, don't you?
I am no fool. Please believe that much, at least.
Ja, die ist ganz schön abweisend hier.
How did you come to meet Sarah Hawkins?
We were the wealthiest and most influential families on Darkwater. Of course we would know each other. And when Charles returned from Europe with his sweet little artist, she and her sinister paintings were destined to catch my husband's eye. He bought many of her works over the last 5 years. They adorn his macabre gallery.
Das mit dem ins Auge fallen ist ja ganz schön doppeldeutig.
Did your husband talk to you about Sarah Hawkins' visitor? A shambler, to use his precise terms.
Well, you can imagine that's all he talked about. It's exhibited at the center of the gallery. No better place for the painting that endowed him with the privilege of such a shameful and miserable end to his life.
Hold on. The Shambler is a painting by Sarah Hawkins.
Who else to paint such horrors? Take a look for yourself, if you feel so inclined.
It is my only lead at this stage. I suppose I have nothing to lose.
Then you have paid no heed. For my part, I refuse to set foot in that gallery again. But if you're so eager to see it, I would urge you to make the most of your visit. Because I count on ridding myself of that thing as soon as I can.
Thank you, Mrs. Sanders. I won't be long.
Na gut.
Did she really care for him after all?
Ist wirklich abgelehnt worden, ihn zu sehen oder
The day
überhaupt
the
seine Leiche
Shambler
zu
came
sehen.
into the Sanders' lives.
Echt, hier können wir eine Rekonstruktion machen?
Francis Sanders and Sarah Hawkins were close. Friends, even?
Alter, der Wind pfeift gerade ganz schön.
A house of artists.
Ja, cool.
Sanders' accession register. He wrote beside the Shambler, "Finally." What did Sarah Hawkins fear so much that she didn't want to sell the painting?
Ja, da hatte der Gute noch Augen.
He finally won. Was Sanders aware of his imminent doom? Was she jealous of Sarah Hawkins? She didn't want Sanders to have the painting. She must have felt devastated.
Was hat's jetzt wirklich mit dem Bild auf sich?
The Shambler. I need to see it.
Hä? An die Cutscene konnte ich mich nicht mehr erinnern.
Let's see what this cylinder has to say once it's inserted in a phonograph.
So ein Richtig? Ja, wenn nicht, gibt es nur mehr eine andere Seite. Alter, ist das ein kompliziertes Haus?
Irene, I made a mistake. I fear that it might be too late for me. Nobody should enter, except to burn everything. I never had the courage. Pay somebody to do it. He's inside my head. I see him behind my eyelids each time I shut my eyes. I can't take any more. I can't hold him back. Forgive me.
That accursed gallery. Those accursed paintings. That accursed Sarah.
Ich hatte jetzt nicht ganz im Sinn, dass sie das eventuell mithören könnte. Hallo. Oh nee. Jenseits der Welt. Oh Gott. Fuck. Schlüssel aus Sanders Galerie.
An old diary.
Wir haben was Okkultes gelesen. Wir haben 9 verfügbare Punkte. Psychologie könnte durchaus noch relevant werden. Ja, ich denke, wir sind gerade noch an dem Punkt, wo sich's noch auszahlt, die Redegewandtheit mitzunehmen.
Strange. For months, Sarah Hawkins refused to part with her painting, to finally give it away for nothing.
Und irgendwie hat sie es dann doch noch
That's
getan.
twice you've stepped on my toes, Detective. Try not to make a habit of it.
I've got a lot of bad habits.
Some can be more fatal than others. What have you come looking for in this gallery?
Okay, das kauft die mir niemals ab.
It's got nothing to do with you, Baker. At least I hope not.
Bravado. And a threat. In the same sentence. I appreciate the effort, Detective. But watch your tongue.
There's more than that, Miss Baker.
So people have been talking behind my back. I was almost beginning to like you, Mr. Pierce. But it stays cat for you.
You knew the Sanders?
Irene is a friend of mine.
Okay, das erklärt
And you?
natürlich einiges.
What brings you to the Sanders home?
What I know does not concern you, Detective.
Ich muss darauf bestehen.
Must I ask good Officer Bradley? I had the impression that the chemistry wasn't that great between the two of you.
Is that all you've got, Detective? I was invited here by Irene herself. It's got nothing to do with the police. As for your Bradley, it's me who gave him his scar. And try that kind of approach on me again, and I promise you, your face will be far more repulsive than his.
All's fair in love and war, I suppose?
Voll fertig gemacht. Oh, aber hier bekommen wir auch... Oh. Okay, noch ein Medizinpunkt.
A strange Amerindian pendant.
Er nimmt es einfach mit.
I could use one of those.
Was? Er nimmt sogar die mit? Der Wal und der Dorsch. Okay. Warum nimmt er alles mit, was er ansieht? Ist ja Diebstahl aufs Übelste. Will ich das jetzt wirklich? Naja. Kommen ja nicht wirklich drum rum. Die Tür lassen wir einfach mal offen.
These artifacts date from pre-Columbian times.
Da ist er.
The man transforms an entire wing of his manor into an art gallery.
Ich meine, das hat schon was. Das sieht schon nicht ganz gesund aus.
What the hell was that?
Das ist einer der Punkte, den man nicht vergessen kann. Okay, das war's nicht. Irgendwo muss doch hier was zu verstecken sein. Okay. 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 Leicht ungut. What? Okay, ich dachte, der hat mich schon gesehen. Die Musik eben war nicht eindeutig. Es ist halt auch wieder so verdammt dunkel.
Damn! Did it hear that?
Ich habe keine Ahnung, ob der da draußen ist. viel interessanter.
Maybe I can use this dagger.
Okay. Hat das funktioniert? Okay. Also folgendes. Ich mache mal auf jeden Fall wieder die Jalousie komplett runter. Ich glaube, sonst schaffe ich das in 100 Jahren nicht. Na gut, letzter Speicherpunkt. Sicht sollte etwas klarer sein. Okay, gut, kann man überspringen. Ah, viel besser.
What the hell was that?
Okay, der läuft jetzt dahin. Warum? Ach du Scheiße. Sich hier zu orientieren ist auch wirklich schwer. Oh Mann. Der Kasten war hier irgendwo. Geh da rein. Aber man sieht hier trotzdem nicht viel. Ach nee. Kann die Musik mal bitte nicht auf 100 gehen? Okay, da geht er.
Down. Maybe I can use this dagger.
Jetzt ist die Frage, kommt der hier rüber deswegen? Ja, kommt er. Ach komm! Der campt hier. Hat er abgelassen oder nicht? Ich weiß es nicht.
Damn it! This dagger didn't work.
Ach nee. Die Musik wird hier einfach random voll krass. Rein da! Nicht euer Ernst. Okay, irgendwie müssen wir den hier abhängen. Okay, ich bin tot.
I have to use a specific dagger.
Ist mir klar! Mann, ey. Okay, okay. Ja. Shit! Oh. Okay, aber die beiden Dolche können wir schon mal ausschließen.
What the hell was that?
Wir müssen uns da jetzt einfach gerade durchraten. Da bleibt nicht viel über. Ja, ich weiß schon, wie das mit dem Verstecken funktioniert. Danke.
Damn. Maybe I can use this dagger.
Noch nicht, noch nicht. Das hat er nicht gesehen, oder? Ich muss hoffen, dass der weg ist. Die Fuckmucke.
Damn it! This dagger didn't work.
Hat er mich gesehen oder nicht? Ich denke nicht, dass es der war. Der könnte sein.
This dagger looks different.
Ja, tut er. Ich weiß nicht, ob das hart aussieht, aber das ist es. Okay, ich denke, der ist durch. Nee, war nicht! Aber im Bestfall hängen wir den jetzt sogar hier ab. fuck, fuck! Oh mein Gott. Ach, was los?
What's the matter with you? You sure you won't be needing that hand? You're losing it, Detective. At this rate, you're right. The bottle will get you before I do.
You didn't see anything.
I saw you within an inch of putting a dagger through your forearm. Did I miss something more interesting?
Wie erklärt man so etwas?
I was attacked by a creature. I pushed it back, I think.
I think so too.
I ran, screamed, broke a pane of glass. You were in the next room and you didn't hear a thing.
If I hadn't heard a thing, I'd still be in the other room. The door was blocked. I got in as soon as I could. I like to look after my goods.
You mean me?
Don't flatter yourself, sweetheart. I'm talking about the contents of this gallery. And by the way, where do you think you're going with that dagger?
It saved my life. It's an extraordinary dagger.
You should talk to Algernon Drake. He's an antique dealer here on Darkwater. He'll tell you all about it. From what I saw in the ledgers, it was him who sold it to Sanders.
Algernon Drake, den haben wir sogar schon mal gesehen.
It's not your style to give me free information like that.
Take it as payment for being my canary. A simple trade-off. Now go see your antique seller. I've still got things to settle with Irene.
Die namenlose Buchhandlung. Die Kapitel hier vergehen irgendwie viel zu schnell. Ich habe das nicht so in Erinnerung. Ich habe natürlich den Vorteil, dass ich jetzt schon ein bisschen das Spiel kenne und so, aber trotzdem.
Where is the bookseller?
Da wir heute übrigens sowieso später angefangen haben und auch früher Schluss machen müssen, werden wir das hier natürlich ohne Pause
Freud's The
durchziehen.
Interpretation of Dreams. It's the work that laid the foundations of psychoanalysis at the beginning of this century.
Schön. Ich denke, hier konnte man ein paar Bücher finden, auch in so Kultbereichen.
An old diary.
Einfach mitgenommen. Braucht ja keiner. Hier drinne ist dann irgend... Ja genau, hier ist ein Rätsel. Irgendwo dann. Genau, mit dem Kelch hier, denke ich, war's. Ich habe ja zur Sicherheit auch schon mal am Handy einfach den Guide nochmal offen, den ich auch früher benutzt habe. An diese Stelle hier kann ich mich so gut erinnern, weil ich ein paar Stunden an der Aufnahme gesessen bin, die im Endeffekt vielleicht eine halbe Stunde, maximal eine Stunde ging, einfach weil ich das Rätsel hier nicht verstanden habe. Irgendwas mit dem
The Book of
Pferd.
Zion is the foundational work behind Helena Blavatsky's theosophical movement. Its followers place truth on the same footing as a religion.
Oh, ja, hier okkult. Also es war grundsätzlich einfach irgend so ein Rätsel, wo man Gegenstände hier finden konnte und die musste man in richtiger Reihenfolge auswählen, einfügen, so irgendwie.
What does this strange book contain? This book contains unholy knowledge.
Von denen gibt's Malleus Bestiarium. Ist das dasselbe wie vorhin? Medizin, ja, hier konnte man voll abräumen. Grüß dich.
What happened here? Let's start over. Where did they break in from?
Na,
Blood. Seemed like amateur work.
ja, soweit so verständlich.
To whom does this footprint belong?
Schon eine gute Frage. Jetzt waren die Schritte hier so weit voneinander weg.
What sort of thief leaves his tools at the crime scene? What killed all these animals? What happened that made the burglar flee before finishing his work? What the... Charles Hawkins?
Okay. Irgendwie scheint die Welt nicht mehr stabil zu sein. Den hatten wir jetzt schon.
What sort of power did Sarah Hawkins' painting possess? Sarah Hawkins helped hide something in this safe. Drake put in a great deal of effort to hide whatever is in here. Everything is linked to the Sarah Hawkins case. Drake left instructions on how to find the combination of his safe.
Wenn jemand diese Memoiren findet, besteht kein Zweifel daran, dass ich mich in ernsthaften Schwierigkeiten befinde. Meine letzte und einzige Hoffnung ist, dass mein Körper und meine Knochen sich noch in dieser Ebene der Wirklichkeit befinden, sodass sie gefunden und verbrannt werden können. Die was? Die Totenurne muss meiner lieben Mutter gegeben werden, sofern sie noch lebt. Ist von größter Bedeutung. Wer diese Zeilen liest und denselben geistigen Scharfsinn besitzt wie ich, kann Zugang zu meinem wertvollsten Besitz erlangen. Er liegt in meinem Tresor und die Kombination ist in 3 Walzen versteckt. Jede davon befindet sich dort, wo sich Leben und Studien in der Welt Griechenlands vereinen. Okay. Jede Walze ist nummeriert, auch wenn ein berühmter Autor sagte, die Ordnung ist die Lust der Vernunft, aber die Unordnung ist die Wonne der Fantasie. Stimmt schon irgendwie. Alter, wie viel steht hier noch? Und in der Tat muss ich trotz meiner Vorliebe für zugeben, dass okay, also wir benötigen auf jeden Fall Walzen.
Is everyone on this island taking sleeping pills?
Ja,
What
scheint
link
so.
did he find between Charles Hawkins and an old amulet?
Nochmal Medizinkunde.
Arkham editions. Never heard of him.
Nee.
How many volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham editions. Arkham editions. Never heard of him. How many volumes are there in this collection?
Das ist
Another volume by Arkham editions. Arkham editions.
Alter,
Never heard of him.
wie viele denn noch?
Things are not looking good. A kind of chalice. A kind of chalice.
Ja, also ich weiß auf jeden Fall noch, dass wir jetzt irgendwie die Walzen auftreiben müssen. Ich denke, eine war sogar hier irgendwo.
Cylinders that Drake
Oh.
tried to hide. I should perhaps listen to them.
Das ist nicht die blödeste. Wo war das? Ah, das war, denke ich, sowieso hier.
And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets. I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny.
Okay.
The Queen has little protection.
Konnten wir jetzt schon
The
irgendwas damit
chalice
machen?
of knowledge.
Scheint nicht.
Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them.
Also ganz ehrlich, ich habe gerade keine Ahnung mehr und deswegen werde ich hier an der Stelle auch einfach mal den Guide verwenden. Wir sind hier in Kapitel 7. Kombination für den Save. Ja, das haben wir. Das haben wir. Aufnahme erfahrt ihr, dass Band 9 der Arkham-Anthologie von Bedeutung ist. Okay, also mal Band 9. beim Tresen. Der Tresen ist hier.
What did Drake say about this
Das war
collection?
2,
Drake talked about a particular...
3,
So these are the volumes that
1.
Drake was talking about in his message. What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular
4.
volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message.
Hast das nicht? Auf der linken Seite des Bücherregals.
What did
doch.
Drake say about this collection?
Hä?
Drake talked about a particular volume.
Ja, ja, aber das sollte
So
der hier
these are
sein.
the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message.
Ich kann die aber nicht mitnehmen.
What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular... So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message. What did Drake say about this collection?
Das ist mal merkwürdig.
The Chalice of Knowledge.
Sollte hier nicht auch noch...
The Queen has little protection.
Habe ich hier irgendwas übersprungen? Nö, eigentlich nicht. Okay, machen wir es mal andersrum. Legen wir die erste
Red
noch mal an.
rocks, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets.
Vielleicht muss ich das wirklich so machen.
The Chalice of Knowledge.
Ach so, Moment. Mussten wir da nicht einfach... Hä? Ach, ich bin ja ein Idiot. Es tut mir so leid. Ich habe gar nicht bis zu dem Teil gelesen, wo das war, die Kunst den Aufnahmen verstehen. Der Erstberg ist um die Edelsteine auf dem Kelch, jedoch nur die roten. 5. Ja. Tut mir so leid, habe ich doch noch aufgehalten. Achso, hier geht drehen. 5. Die Zelle schaut hinter euch. 3 bei 7 und die letzte Walze. Okay, 3. Fünf, 3, 9. Wenn man sogar zum Mogeln zu blöd ist. Kleiner schneller Fun Fact, wenn das richtige Necronomicon ist, dann ist der Einband aus Menschenhaut. Top, oder?
Dr. Colden, this man's condition is deteriorating.
What says Dr. Fuller? It's his patient, after all.
He's busy with Captain Fitzroy. He specifically asked us not to bother him when that's the case.
Oh, of course. I'll see what I can do. Mr. Blake, can you hear me? I'm Dr. Colden. We'll take care of you.
There's nothing we can do. I tried talking to him. He's catatonic.
Okay, wir spielen jetzt anscheinend als Marie Colden.
Very well. I'll examine him. "30-year-old subject. Severe hypothermia. Erythematous papules around the eyes and eardrums. Necrosed palpebral tissue. Lord, this smell. His skin shows abnormal loss of color and seems dried out. He's totally dehydrated. His fingertips and toes seem to feature a slight ring under the skin, tender at the touch, slightly sticky.
Ugh.
Severe malnutrition. Swollen abdomen with traces of petechia. Doesn't seem like an edema. Slight protuberances seem to indicate the presence of a foreign body.
So, Doctor, an opinion?
I'm not sure I have the necessary knowledge to treat this man.
Don't say that. You're our most worthy doctor after Dr. Fuller.
Some of his symptoms are beyond my comprehension.
What did you find?
In spite of the muscle contractions, his arms seem limp.
Yes. They can't have decalcified, not at this rate.
And yet, if there is a bone in this arm, it's softer than that of a newborn baby. What about his cranium?
It's soft at the touch. It does seem like the skull of a baby.
Look at these sticky rings growing at his fingertips. What can be happening?
I'm sure you'll find an explanation. You have to.
Ist ja widerlich. Irgendwelche Genmodifikationen.
Did you examine his abdomen? It would seem there's something inside.
He hasn't eaten in days. Are you certain it's not an edema?
No. Can't you recognize an edema? Pushing with your finger won't leave a trace. And look at these bumps.
It's not like he could be pregnant.
Whatever it is, this man has something inside him that shouldn't be there. We should operate on him at once.
Dr. Fuller said not to worry, that the edema would go away by itself.
You know, I'm not sure Dr. Fuller is telling the truth. I see signs of hypodermoclysis, but he's still dehydrated. When was his last IV?
He's constantly under perfusion. I've even gone beyond the recommended dose to no avail. And you won't believe me, but when we bathed him earlier...
He seemed to feel better?
Yes. Like he needs an aquarium, not a perfusion. But that doesn't explain his condition.
Also wird er allmählich wirklich zum... nicht unbedingt Fisch, aber Meeresbewohner.
I almost don't believe it myself, but these symptoms are not those usually associated with the human species.
What do you mean? Don't tell me you believe in extraterrestrials.
No. This poor man is from our world, all right. But his body is undergoing unnatural mutations, and this transformation is killing him. His body simply can't cope.
Where could he have gotten such an infection?
I pray that it's not here.
Dr. Colden, may I know what you're doing to my patient?
What I'm doing? How about what you've done to him?
Let us calm down, my dear Marie. I don't appreciate your tone, nor your insinuations. I've done to him what I do to all my patients. Provide him with the best available care.
Your imagination is without limit. It's your homemade drug again, is it not? Those people are not your guinea pigs.
There, there. What have you seen to put you in such a state?
These are alarming symptoms. If we don't act, he'll die.
Do you believe that? I'm not as convinced, you see. I even think this man has a strong chance of completely healing from his ailments.
No, Doctor. This patient isn't himself anymore. He's dying.
Really? What do you mean by isn't himself?
He's changing. His physical characteristics, they are more animal than human now.
Fascinating. An animal, you say? Could you be more precise? Cephalopod, perhaps?
This amuses you.
Your reaction does. I know your thirst for knowledge, Doctor. It's your innocent worries for this man that have you overreacting.
For this man, and the others whose medical files you've been hiding.
I have to protect my discovery. These people owe me their life, but the world isn't ready yet. It will be, in time.
I will not let you do this.
You disappoint me, Marie, but I still have hope you'll one day share my point of view. In the meantime, take care of your own patients and try not to forget who you're dealing with.
Was that a threat? What did he mean?
It was a warning. Dr. Fuller is this institution's founder and one of our profession's most influential voices. My word is of no weight against his. If I continue to protest, I will only ruin my reputation and career.
It's scandalous. Can't we do anything? Is there no evidence of his crimes?
Oh, that evidence exists. I'm sure of it. I need to find the missing medical files.
And where would you find those? In his office? What if you get caught?
I'd rather not think about that. I'm counting on your discretion.
Of course, Doctor. You can count on me. I'll keep mum.
Ob das jetzt so gut war? In Fullers Büro gelangen.
The answers must be hidden in Fuller's office.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays.
Elizabeth? You all right? Why is this room in such a state?
Because, as always, I'm cleaning it by myself. And the water was once again shut off this morning. I had to bother Mrs. Donovan again, giving her a new excuse to belittle me.
Do you really need Mrs. Donovan to open a valve? Why not ask the janitor?
I can't make these decisions without her approval. Imagine if there were a leak. Anyhow, the boiler room is locked half the time. So every time the water gets shut off, I have to go and endure her reproach until she's settled the problem.
I see. Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor.
Und das Schlimme ist, der werden wir leider noch ein bisschen übel mitspielen. So viele Türen.
No, you're pulling my leg. I'm not joking. I saw the schedule. She's alone in the bathroom again. And she still says nothing to that old witch, Donovan?
Oh, listen to the way you talk, you naughty girl. And the answer is no. You can imagine that she
The doses prescribed by Fuller are far too high.
doesn't dare say a thing. That silly goose lets herself be trodden on.
Oh, well, at least we won't have to clean for a while.
And just wait and see the next time.
Wir haben hier gar keine Laterne.
We've been waiting to be
It's a
restocked
real
for
show.
weeks. We're running out of this medicine.
I know, Doctor. We sent the purchase order, though, but Mrs. Donovan refused it.
Once again.
Can't you do anything?
Donovan takes her instructions directly from Dr. Fuller. I'm afraid I can do nothing about it for the moment.
Scheint eine eingespeiste Sekte zu sein. Administration.
I have little time for you, Doctor. You'll find out that it's not only the doctors who have things to do. Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going?
Alter!
Dr. Colden.
Mrs. Donovan.
Nobody goes into Dr. Fuller's office. But rest assured, I'll tell him you came by.
That won't be necessary. Thank you.
I will tell him, nonetheless.
Wie ich die jetzt schon wieder hasse. Boiler room.
The door to the boiler room is locked. I have to get the key if I wish to get rid of Donovan.
Ja, das wird interessant, wo wir das herbekommen.
Let's hope I can go through the administration office. The operating room is never accessible after an operation.
Hier geht's wieder nur... Ja. Oder ist das jetzt ein anderer Raum? Hä? Nee, ist echt ein anderer.
Dr. Fuller always keeps his key with him. The boiler room key is not in its place.
Dr. Colden, we need you at once in Dormitory B.
Would you know where the key to the boiler room is?
Betty didn't put it back in its place. Well, she took it to lock the door.
I'll ask her. Thank you.
But if I may say so, Doctor, I think that the problems of our patients are more urgent than the plumbing.
Wie hat
Would
die
you know where the
geheißen?
key to the boiler room is?
Betty didn't put it back in its
Okay.
place.
I'll ask her.
But if I...
What is the problem?
Mr. Evans seems to be having trouble with his IV.
I'll see to it right away.
And the family of Mrs. Harding is asking to see her medical file.
I'll never understand why it's so hard to see patients' files around here.
Rules are rules. See, with Dr. Fuller, he's in charge. Anyhow, they're still waiting, and I don't think they'll leave until they get what they want.
Understood. Anything else?
As a matter of fact, yes. A man has been brought up from the basement.
Oh. What state is he in now?
You should go see for yourself, Doctor.
Okay. Also. Wer ist Betty? Ist du
Dr.
Betty?
Colden.
Nee. Oh, sieh mal.
Ethan,
Marie,
what are you doing here?
I'm waiting for my medication, of course. Why?
You know you can't trust Fuller.
I know, but he isn't the only doctor here.
Yes, but since he treated your injuries, he is your referring doctor now.
You're right. I shouldn't take the risk.
Nothing would be prescribed to you that hasn't been approved by him.
But I really need the treatment.
What are you suffering from?
I have nightmares. They keep me awake Every night. It seems stupid, I know, but they're terrible.
Actually, you're not the only one.
No. No one has ever seen the things I see. It's like I'm turning mad.
So many people have this affliction. It's like an epidemic.
Do you think it might be related to Fuller's work?
I don't know yet, but I will figure all this out. Everyone in Darkwater is suffering from nightmares.
Really?
We don't have any medication left.
Oh. There's no excuse then. I should let you work.
Take care, Ethan.
You too, Marie.
Ja, okay. Wir benötigen auf jeden Fall Betty.
Dr. Colden, here you are at last. This patient was again brought up to the psychiatric wing. We've been following the treatment you prescribed, but the dysgeusia persists and he's lost a great deal of weight. We haven't been able to move him. The stress makes him hyperallergic.
Sir, I am going to examine you. Do you understand? Inject him with a dose of pentobarbital, intramuscular, so that I can conduct the clinical examination. He bit his lips so much, they're still bleeding. White froth, evidently because of such drooling. His binds left bloody wounds.
So, Doctor, what should we do with this patient?
Keine Ahnung. Wirklich.
You did good work. The tranquilizer is kicked in. Now you can disinfect and bandage his wounds.
Thank you, Doctor. And as to his weight loss?
I'll prescribe an antifungal treatment for his dysgeusia. In the meantime, feed him intravenously.
It'll be done.
Okay, also das war nicht Betty. Betty. Wie gesagt, sich umsehen zahlt sich meistens aus.
Intoxication from breathing organic vapors. She recently came back from the surgical block. She's stable. Given her file, a nephrectomy would have been inevitable. He broke his back in an accident down by the docks.
Ah, the whaling station. What's wrong with me?
What are you talking about?
Doctor, that you?
Yes, it's Dr. Colden. Tell me what happened.
It's the old whaling station. See?
What did you see there?
Nothing. Nothing at all. The floor was all rotten and I fell straight through.
And that's how you broke your back?
Perhaps. No idea. Passed out.
Okay.
Doctor, please. My chest.
His perfusion of a semi-physiological solution doesn't seem to work. He's undergoing a ventricular fibrillation. Nurse? Deborah, come and help me, please. His potassium level is too high. Replace it with 2% glucose solution with insulin, calcium, and sodium bicarbonate.
I'll tend to it right away.
Thank you. He's in your hands.
Okay, aber wo und wer ist Betty?
This place draws you in and never lets you go.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up.
Okay, nee, das
And
ist
I'm the one who
Elisabeth.
pays. What a pest. It's so unfair.
diese Räumlichkeiten kann ich mich auch nicht wirklich erinnern.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag.
Betty!
We're running out of this medicine.
I know, Doctor. We said
Once.
Can't you...
Donovan.
Okay, das ist wieder nur eine Krankenschwester. Wo ist Betty?
The door to the boiler room is locked. I have to get the key if I wish to get rid of Donovan.
Ach so,
The operating room is never accessible after an operation.
genau.
Sorry, but nobody can take anything until I finish the inventory. Please, the fewer interruptions there are, the faster I'll be finished. Doctor?
I'll tend to it. Don't worry. This man, Edward Pierce, his file is incomplete. What did Fuller do to him?
Ja, das würdest du wohl gern wissen. Gut, das hilft nicht. Schwester Betty.
I don't get why they have us waiting so long. Almost no
Where did my
patience.
fiance go? I hope those nutcases will stop burdening her with work.
It's a quiet little town. Days go by, steady as ever. I wanted more for myself, but...
Ja, ist schwierig gerade. Kitchen, vielleicht da.
Patients and hospital personnel eat the same food.
Watch out for the water, Doctor.
Was haben wir hier? Ja, toll. Ein Medizinbuch. Das sah eigentlich relativ vielversprechend aus.
Don't go falling over. That would be stupid.
Ich dann noch irgendwo eine Tür übersehen? Da ist jetzt nur noch mal der Boiler Room. Hier kommt man nur wieder da rein. Die ist beschäftigt. Macht die jetzt vielleicht irgendwas?
I have little time for you, Doctor. You'll find out that it's not only the doctors who have things to do.
Interessant.
She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays.
It's temperamental,
What a
if I
pest.
understand correctly.
It's so unfair.
Ich meine, ich verstehe schon, auf was das rauslaufen soll, aber ja, da ist zu.
She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up.
We're running out of this medicine.
I know, Doctor.
One can't. Donovan.
Also sehr viele andere Krankenschwestern kann es jetzt dann bald nicht mehr geben. Hier ist die Tür runter. Sehen wir hier nochmal nach. Das ist wieder der Typ.
Mrs. Sanders?
Oh Mann.
Why did nobody tell me about her admission?
Irene Sanders ist hier.
Dr. Colden?
Hello, Betty.
Da
I'm
ist sie ja.
looking for the key to the boiler room.
What for?
To put it in its place. Perhaps I should do the same with you.
I beg your pardon?
I suspect you of having a little too much fun at Elizabeth's expense. But be warned, it could easily be you they will all be laughing at tomorrow.
You are right, Doctor. The key is in the dormitory office in Block B.
Thank you. I shall go fetch it.
Hä? Und wo ist das jetzt? Ist hier eine Karte? Nee. Okay, aber das wird wohl angeschrieben sein. Block A. Okay, dann muss Block B doch hier unten sein. Irgendwo hier. Gibt es hier so eine... Ja. Der wird hier sein. Irgendwo. Ha!
The key to the boiler room. All I have to do is shut off the water and hope Donovan takes the bait.
Ja, das tut mir jetzt ein bisschen leid für Elisabeth, aber wir müssen da rein. Geht nicht anders.
I can't shut this with my bare hands. I need a tool.
Ein Werkzeug finden, euer Ernst? Ach, Moment. Ich glaube, der Typ, der jetzt vorhin vor dem Klo aufgewischt hat, ist jetzt weg. Ah. So läuft das hier nämlich.
I feel guilty about Elizabeth, but I need the diversion.
Ja, was sein muss, muss sein.
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly.
Dr. Colden, might there be a problem with the water?
I was about to mention it. It seems it's been cut off yet again.
I can't take this, Marie. I feel I'm gonna burst.
It's not your fault if we have defective plumbing.
And yet, I'm the one who gets punished because I'm gonna have to square off with that annoying old witch. Courage, Elizabeth. Here we go. And hold your tongue this time.
Ah, sorry, Mädchen.
At last. The missing files must be hidden here.
Sehen wir uns das hier mal an.
Something is wrong with these masts. It's some sort of puzzle.
Hä? Ach so. Moment. Gut, die vordersten passen.
I've unlocked something. Patient files. I was right.
ganz so dumm ist er dann ja doch nicht. Übrigens habe ich es erst heute mitbekommen, dass gestern die ganze Zeit ein Tic-Tac-Toe-Feld oder was das war, im Stream gestern zu sehen war. So, wir hören uns die jetzt mal an.
Conclusions, session number 17. Patient, Sarah Hawkins. The patient appears to have finally accepted the illusory nature of what she calls the mythos. It goes without saying that these peculiar delusions are the price that comes with her exceptional gifts.
Why does Dr. Fuller write psychological reports about Sarah Hawkins?
At first, I presumed that her blood was the key. But I found nothing to explain Mrs. Hawkins' abilities.
Also der hat die, also wir wissen das ja schon länger, dass der die behandelt hat. Aber dass der auch noch so wirklich aufgeklärt von ihr war,
The poor souls
logischerweise muss ja.
downstairs are not Fuller's only subjects.
Then James came, irate that Charles was keeping secrets from him. I presume that he will try to break into the basement sooner or later. I am prepared.
Hawkins, Fitzroy, and Fuller. What is the connection between these three?
It is fortunate that I had the presence of mind to set the morgue in the basement. When all the fuss about the Hawkins incident finally comes to an end, I will dispose of her belongings. In the meantime, they must remain hidden in plain sight.
Why is Ethan on medication?
Das ist eine gute Frage. Ich liebe es immer, wenn man offensichtliche Sachen finden soll und sie aber nicht findet. Aber gut.
Of course. Sarah Hawkins is the connection.
Das Licht hat sie ja doch gut gekennzeichnet.
I must go back to the basement. I should go another way.
Wahrscheinlich. Die hat auch nichts mitbekommen. Perfekt. Ah, der war hier, oder? Ja. Ist das jetzt die Szene sozusagen vor dem Kapitel, wo wir mit Pierce in der Anstalt waren? Ist das jetzt das, wo wir runtergehen und ihn befreien? Das weiß ich nämlich selbst gerade nicht mehr.
Ah, now that's the Marie that I know. I knew I could count on your scientific curiosity. It's time to show you what you were so eager to discover.
If you're gonna shoot me, at least have the decency to look me in the eyes.
Turn around. Slowly. Talk, filthy thief! Or I swear I'll shoot!
Lower the gun, or you'll be sorry.
I am the one with the weapon!
For now.
All right. I just need to protect myself.
The book. Why was it in the safe?
Have you read it?
Answer the question.
How foolish of you. Now you won't be able to escape his will. What did it show you?
Okay, das bringen wir nicht zusammen.
She went into Fuller's office. She was looking for Sarah Hawkins' corpse.
Sarah Hawkins, you say? Let's go back to the start, shall we? Whose life did the Necronomicon choose to show you?
Dr. Colden. She was at the Riverside Institute. She's in danger. I have to go.
Wait! No one knows the occult better than me. You might need my help.
No?
All right. All right. I might need you after all.
Perfect. Let's meet later at the Hawkins mansion. Now go! Rescue the doctor!
Thank you, Drake.
Also das Kapitel hier habe ich wieder als ein bisschen leidig oder einfach anstrengend im Kopf. Aber schauen wir mal, vielleicht vertue ich mich jetzt auch einfach komplett. Und wir sind hier jetzt in 10 Minuten durch. Nee, das zu 100% nicht. Das zu 100% nicht.
I pray that Colden is really here and alive.
Oh,
an old diary.
Da ist nichts drin.
The Scylla is here, like in the vision. Colden came this way. What the... Fuller, too. Right. Enough time wasted. Colden needs me. I must find her.
Wo ist unser Verstand? Vollständige Offenbarung? Bis alle Bücher unheiligen Wissens... LOL, was? Was? Wirklich? Das hatte ich beim letzten Mal noch nicht. Cool. Und wir sind erschüttert. Nicht allzu gut. Deine durchlebten Prüfungen haben ihre Spuren hinterlassen, aber du gibst dennoch dein Bestes. Du lenkst dich ab, um Zweifel und schmerzhafte Erinnerungen zu verdrängen, doch du musst weitermachen. Wer weiß, wohin dich dein Geist auf dem Weg des Wahnsinns führt. Ja. Wir haben auf jeden Fall jetzt hier alle Bücher gelesen. Okay, und zum Auffüllen gibt es hier nichts.
Damn it. My God, what is happening to me?
Ja, jetzt beginnt hier so ein komischer Teil.
What was that? It's as if I'd been transported somewhere else.
So, hier konnte man
What happened?
dann wieder Lichter tauschen.
Something has changed, but what?
Okay. Ah, hier muss irgendwo... Okay, es kommen allmählich so ein paar Erinnerungen zurück. Aber die lassen sich gerade noch zu keinem Bild zusammenfügen. Okay, wir können hier jetzt auch wieder auf das Teil hier rübergehen. Wie sieht die Welt dann aus? Also ich vermute mal, dass der Weg hier immer angezeigt wird. Aber man müsste doch hier auch, oder? Nee. Ist das auch noch immer eine Backsteintür? Okay. Benötigen wir hier wieder den Guide? Okay. Der Weg wird mir gezeigt, ich kann Türen öffnen. Irgendwie kam ich... Keine Ahnung, warum ich es nicht einfach probiert habe. Delinquente. Cool. Wir haben... Okay, Moment. Jetzt haben wir das Buch. Ich denke, das ist das, was wir besorgen sollten, oder?
Where have I seen this symbol? Okay, allmählich komme ich wieder ein bisschen mit. Zählt eine Lampe zum Wechseln? Okay. Ich denke, hier müssen wir wieder wechseln. Ach, das ist hier, glaube ich, wenn man da durchgeht, sowas wie ein Reboot. Etwas verwirrend. So, das hier geht nicht.
Okay, ungewöhnlich. Alter, diese Lovecraft-Games sind so der Mindfuck. Da drüben wäre sogar noch was. Pff, ich komme nicht hin. Hier vielleicht, da jetzt hier die Tür offen ist. Weil in der anderen Phase können wir ja anscheinend nicht durch Türen gehen. Das hört sich hier äußerst ungut an. Komme ich hier hin?
Destiny, it has trapped you.
Einfach gar nichts sieht. Ah, hier ist so oh. Hä? What? Ich sag jetzt nicht, hier läuft noch irgendwas rum. Okay, zumindest in der anderen Welt muss was rumlaufen. Irgendwas? Noch eine Tür oder so, die wir öffnen können? Okay, sehen wir uns das hier nochmal der Reihe nach an. Geht hier durch die Wand. Hier beginnen auch die Sounds wieder. Okay, irgendwie muss ich da rein. Oh. Okay. Keine Ahnung, ob da jetzt was war. Oder ob wir da gerade irgendwas entkommen sind. Ich habe keine Ahnung. Ich will es auch gar nicht wissen. Ich bin nicht so ein neugieriger Mensch. Nee, ich glaube, das kommt erst. the fuck? Nee, komm schon. Hier rein. Ja, toll, ich sehe nichts. Alter! Okay, das ist auch noch mit Zeit verbunden. Dann muss das hier alles eine ganze Nummer fixer gehen. War doch jetzt hier rein, oder? Ja, zumindest so ungefähr irgendwie. War das jetzt einfach eine Zurücksetzung? Kommen wir da jetzt vielleicht so längs? Hier kann man auf jeden Fall wieder eine Tür öffnen. Was denn? Wahrscheinlich wieder mit der anderen Seite dann hier rüberkommen. Was anderes fällt mir hier gerade nicht ein. Okay, nee, aber die Stelle hatte ich mehr clunky in Erinnerung, als sie dann tatsächlich unterm Strich war. Verschreien wir es noch nicht. Es ist ja noch nicht zu Ende. Gut, also wieder zurück auf Blaulicht. Wir rennen wieder wie die Hölle. Wie die Hölle, klingt auch gut in dem Fall. Ja, so hier lang. Was? War das? Oh. Hasse euch alle. Oh Mann, ey. Was soll das denn jetzt? Ich habe mich eben so erschrocken. Oh, gerade überall verspannt. Okay, gut, wir haben es noch gefunden. Oh, ich dachte schon, man müsste hier jetzt nochmal zu Fuß zurück. Das wäre richtig hart traurig gewesen.
It looks like things are back to normal.
Alter, wie hart ich mich gerade erschrocken habe. Nicht schlecht. Nicht schlecht, Herr Specht. Alter. Ich kann mich an die Stelle nicht mehr erinnern. Wahrscheinlich einfach verdrängt. Und wie immer hat er beinahe vergessen, das Handy auf lautlos zu machen. Warum sind wir nochmal genau zurückgekommen?
What's going on? It never ends.
Wie viel Prozent Chancen hatten wir eigentlich überhaupt, sie zu retten? Ich meine, wir sind nicht mal bewaffnet, ne? Ganz ehrlich gesagt, ich habe gerade keine Ahnung, ob es wirklich einen Unterschied macht. Hallo? Also das ist wirklich einfach ein endloser Gang. Vielleicht doch einfach hin. Das ist so irrwitzig, hä? Hallo? Wir laufen jetzt einfach geradeaus. Ja, ne, hier können wir nirgendwo rein. Einfach geradeaus. Vergesse ich hier vielleicht irgendwas? Ja, Dr. Colden finden, aber das Spiel verarscht dich hier. Hä? Irgendwie bin ich mir auch sicher, dass ich hier irgendwas übersehe. Oh.
Damnation. That's me.
Huh?
Oh God! I gotta get out. I got.
Pierce,
Oh
I
my.
found her. I finally know what's going on. You must live and find the truth. It is already too late for me.
Colden? What's going on? Was it a hallucination?
Hä?
Please take a seat and be quiet, Mr. Pierce. I'll be with you in a moment.
Stop whatever the hell you're doing and turn around now. No, it can't be.
No! You son of a bitch! What did you do to her?
I wish I could have done more experiments on you, Mr. Pierce.
Jawohl.
I said, what did you do to her?
You shouldn't be sorry for your friend. You should envy her.
Murderer! This madness must stop!
Oh, wir waren bewaffnet. Sind bewaffnet. Zombie Marie.
Colden?
Hättest du einfach mal abgedrückt. Ja, der ist jetzt weg. So schnell kriegen wir den nicht wieder. Oh Mann, ey. Ja. Hä? Jetzt wird's halt wirklich lost.
What did they do to you? Can you speak?
What is this? Is it... what?
Sarah.
He gave him the gold and I the azure. I don't see him very often anymore. The green is stronger.
Are you feeling ill?
I'm here, but no.
Let's get you out of here.
It comes in my dreams. Our minds melt like colors on a palette.
Come with me.
It's of the oldest green. A violent living, vibrant. A sea green, maybe. No.
Mrs. Hawkins, we must go before someone finds out.
Oh, but he will. He always knows these things when it's about me.
Who put you here?
But Charles, of course. He tries to protect me.
So he locked you in this rat hole out of love?
Love? He is the only one who still believes he can feel it.
All right. Come with me.
He will know. He will find us.
One more reason to hurry.
Have I seen you before?
Can you walk?
Maybe.
Then let's go before your husband finds us.
Ist ein Argument.
It was in your studio.
What?
You painted me. That's where you saw me.
Of course. The men in white are coming.
You mean the guards?
This way. Follow me.
habe irgendwie nicht so...
Oh no.
Hä? Okay. Ja.
It was in your studio.
What?
You painted me. That's where you saw me.
Of course.
So, was ist
The men in
hier?
white are coming.
You mean the guards?
This way. Follow me.
What the?
Oh no.
This way.
Hä? Geht's doch
Come out of your
hin?
hiding hole.
Okay, wahrscheinlich einfach straight zurück in die andere Richtung.
It was in your studio.
What?
You painted me. That's where you saw me.
Was könnte
Of
es sonst
course.
sein?
The men in white are coming.
You mean the guards?
This way.
What the?
Oh no.
Come out of your hiding hole.
Okay, nee, auch nicht. Hä? Okay, ich behalte jetzt wirklich sie im Auge, wenn
It was in your
schwer.
studio.
What?
You painted me. That's where you saw me.
Of course. The men in white are coming.
You mean the guards?
This way. Follow me.
What the?
Oh no.
Oh,
Won't get far.
sie blockiert! Du kannst hier bleiben, ich muss hier lebend raus.
Wait. The machine. It's the green. The decaying one.
The gas.
Yes. It's not good for living beings.
We don't have time for that.
I am not moving until the wrong is set right.
Damn it.
Auch das noch. Die schleicht hier auch noch runter.
I'd be better off finding a tool. Perfect.
Aber der Schürhaken ist auf jeden Fall nicht das Richtige. Oder doch? Das Einzige, was hier war.
All right. That should do it. Let's move.
Where the hell do you think you're going, woman?
I'm your puppet no more. You bastard!
You're my wife. My wife. You owe me obedience.
Leave her alone! We're leaving this crazy island.
You are going nowhere. Don't get between me and my wife.
Edward!
Nobody tells me what to do with my wife. How dare you? No! Why should I let you take her away when I could snap your neck? safety was throwing her in this rat hole. I hid her well enough. You let Fuller play with her. Stop. I did everything I could to protect her. But her identity, her power, is what threatens her. What? Sarah has seen things, has made things you can't even begin to imagine. Would you still save her if I told you that she is even more dangerous than I am? She needs help. No. Sarah has been in the presence of the myth for too long. Even if she were to leave Darkwater, she would still hear his call. And the cult will always be here, waiting for her. Then we get rid of its members. You are out of your league, detective. They control the whole island. She will finally surrender to his power, and the world will fall with her. Don't! No one can escape the wheel of destiny, they say. But I will change it. I will save Sarah.
Sorry. Der hat gesessen. Wow! Also wir sind da wirklich souverän durch jetzt. Beim nächsten Mal dann auch gerade so 1, 2 Stunden vielleicht. Und dann haben wir es. Boah, ich freue mich auch schon irgendwie übelst auf eine Runde Smite.
Should have to bury their child,
Ah,
knowing it's me that put him there. The guilt will never go away.
I feel your pain.
I'll do anything to get him back. Anything. My work was what lured me here in the first place. It began showing me things I never should have painted. Things Charles should never have seen.
What am I to you? I took care of you, saved you from your miserable life. You'll never find a man better than me. You owe me.
I owe you nothing. We'll leave now.
You're not going anywhere. You
Simon.
Come on. It's over now.
Jawohl. Und da sind wir wieder für heute. Mann, ich hoffe, ich habe nicht zu viel versprochen. Es war für die, ja, jetzt waren es 2 Stunden 20 sogar, dass es für die Zeit sogar relativ spannend war. Wobei wir waren gestern 3 Stunden, also es ist gar nicht so viel um. Ah, na gut, liebe Damen und Herren, beziehungsweise liebe Dame oder lieber Herr, ich bedanke mich für heute vielmals fürs Zusehen. Ich hoffe, wir sehen uns dann morgen. Ich will nicht zu viel versprechen. Ich sage wieder zwischen 15 und 16 Uhr, kann aber auch wieder eine halbe Stunde nach 16 Uhr sein. Aber ich denke, diejenigen, die hier ein Follow da gelassen haben, die kriegen eine Benachrichtigung, sobald ich online bin. Aber so Richtzeit wird auf jeden Fall bis Donnerstag 15 bis 16 Uhr sein, und Donnerstag werde ich dann auch nochmal sagen, wann und wie das genau mit den Streams über meine Urlaubszeit laufen wird. Gut, ich bedanke mich vielmals fürs Zusehen. Schönen Abend noch. Bis zum nächsten Mal. Ciao, ciao.